Hi, I'm Muhammed Hamdan and this is Nightline, news making the headlines. Travellers from 36 low-risk countries can use immigration autogate from June 1st. And MOE introduces initiatives to enhance teacher capacity in digital technology. Good morning. In a bid to address congestion and long wait for immigration clearance at the airports in Malaysia, travellers from 36 low-risk countries entering the country will be able to use their passports to enter the country through the autogate system. The move includes the Kuala Lumpur International Airport KLIA. And this will commence on June 1st. In making this announcement on Thursday, Home Minister Datuk Seri Saifuddin Nasution Ismail explained that the government's decision to allow the move was due to the high number of travellers into the country, with 40 million travellers between January 1st, 2023 and April this year. Of the total, 30.5 million of them had entered the country via KLIA Terminals 1 and 2 and through Johor. And beginning June 1st, among the travellers from low-risk countries allowed to use the autogate system are all European Union member states, as well as Bahrain, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Jordan, Oman, Qatar, Canada, China, Hong Kong and Taiwan.
Inisiatif ini akan membolehkan pemeriksaan immigration di pintu masuk negara akan dapat dipermudah dan dipercepatkan. Bedanya adalah mereka tak perlu ambil queue. Kalau ambil queue, mereka suruh tunjukkan pasport mereka dimasukkan scan dalam sistem, di situlah diambil semua butiran mereka. Melalui autogate, semua butiran diri mereka juga direkodkan dalam pintu masuk kita.
The minister spoke to the media after the National Registration Department's Excellent Service Awards 2023 ceremony in Putrajaya. Last year, the government announced that the autogate system facilities at KLIA, which previously was limited to Malaysians, was open to foreigners from 10 low-risk and G7 countries. Saifuddin said he had discussed the matter with Transport Minister Anthony Loke, and both agreed that the airport, under Malaysia Airports Holdings Berhad, would place additional signage and ushers. They would also install 40 more autogate machines, bringing the total number of autogates to 98. This facility would also be extended to all diplomatic staff working in Malaysia, including their family members. The Education Ministry on Thursday announced several initiatives mostly aimed at enhancing teacher capacity in digital technology. Its Minister Fadlina Siddiq said these include providing opportunities for teachers to enhance their skills through technology empowerment courses, especially in the field of artificial intelligence, AI, with an allocation of 1 million ringgit and targeting 500 selected teachers nationwide. She said that her ministry will also collaborate with Apple Professional Learning Specialist Malaysia to train and guide 100,000 teachers to be recognized as Apple teachers. Fadlina also announced that the Teacher Wellbeing Index will be developed to ensure the well-being of teachers is always maintained, and that the first index will be announced at next year's Teachers' Day celebration.
Saya fikir kita mesti punya guru yang sentiasa bangga menjadi barisan hadapan negara. Kepada anak-anak IPG yang sedang mengikuti ataupun hadir pada hari ini, yakinlah bahawa pilihan menjadi guru ini bukan pilihan sebab tak ada kerja lain. Ya, kita harus menolak pemikiran-pemikiran yang begitu, menjadi guru sebab tidak ada kerja lain. Tetapi harus ingat, menjadi guru ini datang dengan amanah, datang dengan tanggungjawab menjadi barisan pertahanan pendidikan negara, khususnya untuk membina tamadun bangsa.
Fadlina said this at the 2024 National Teachers' Day celebration, which was graced by Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ahmad Zahid Hamidi. Ahmad Zahid meanwhile said that the government aims to provide each student with a device to facilitate digital learning. He stressed that despite financial constraints, the government would try to implement the initiative in phases, expected to begin as early as this year.
Kawasan-kawasan yang berpenduduk dan rendah, low density of population, agar dapat juga diberikan liputan, terutama di kawasan Felda, di kawasan desa, di bawah kawasan orang asli, dan di kawasan pedalaman. Wajib diberikan coverage yang secukupnya untuk murid-murid dan pelajar-pelajar ini.
Ahmad Zahid said he would discuss with Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim on securing additional funding for the purchase of devices to implement more comprehensive digital learning. 58.7 billion ringgit has been allocated to the Education Ministry. And in his Teachers' Day message, Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim said that the national education system must be continuously improved. The Prime Minister said this is to ensure that everyone has equal access in the bid to acquire knowledge and higher morals. He said the goal of creating successful generations is a goal shared by all, not just by educators. Anwar also expressed his thanks to the country's teachers and said there must be a collaborative effort, especially in the bid to produce the next generation of successful, compassionate and respectable individuals. He added, in the context of shaping the future of the young, the commitment, role and guidance of teachers are of paramount importance. Moving on, Communications Minister Fami Fadil hopes Meta Platforms Incorporated Meta does not repeat the act of taking down news reports, such as the report of Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim's meeting with Hamas leaders on their social media platform. He stressed that social media platform providers also need to respect the right to media freedom in this country.
Alhamdulillah. Jadi kita harap tak berulang, ya, tapi apapun pada bulan Jun nanti, insya-Allah saya akan mengadakan pertemuan dengan semua platform untuk memberi penegasan bahawa Malaysia sebagai sebuah negara yang berdaulat dengan kepimpinan yang ada, kami punyai pendirian yang sangat jelas dalam beberapa perkara.
Meta on Thursday re-uploaded the news report of Anwar's meeting with Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh on their social media platform, which was taken down since Wednesday. The company reportedly said it made a mistake in the move after the Malaysian government wanted to crack down on Meta and other social media companies if they continued to block pro-Palestinian content on their platforms. On Wednesday, the Prime Minister met the leader of Hamas, Ismail, in Qatar and also confirmed that although he has a good relationship with the political leader of the group, he was not involved in its military actions. On Thursday, Fami requested an explanation from Meta regarding the restriction of broadcasts to two media organizations regarding the meeting. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim arrived in Kazakhstan on Thursday for his inaugural official two-day visit, aimed at further strengthening the long-standing relationship between the two countries, which spans over 3 decades. The Prime Minister's aircraft landed at Nur Sultan Nazarbayev International Airport in Astana at 2 p.m. local time after departing from Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. The coronation of the 17th Yang Di-Pertuan Agong His Majesty Sultan Ibrahim will be held at Istana Negara on July 20th. Communications Minister Fami Fadil made the announcement after chairing the meeting of the Special Committee for the King's Coronation events on Thursday.
Istiadat pertabalan ini adalah istiadat yang penuh simboliknya dan mungkin tidak selalu kita dapat saksikan, maka ini adalah peluang yang baik untuk rakyat Malaysia memahami dengan lebih mendalam dan memupuk rasa cinta terhadap institusi diraja dan bagaimana ia diamalkan di Malaysia di bawah konsep Raja Berperlembagaan.
Sultan Ibrahim took and signed the oath of office as the 17th Yang di-Pertuan Agong on January 31st, 2024. Fami said his ministry is in the midst of coordinating various activities, including holding discussions with the media regarding the events that can be organised throughout the week leading up to the King's coronation. Earlier, Protocol Chief in the Ceremonial and International Conference Secretariat Division of the Prime Minister's Department, Rosino Ramli, announced Fahmi's appointment as Chairman of the Special Committee for the King's coronation events. Fami also announced that the official birthday of the King falls on June 3rd and has been declared a public holiday. The Sepang Municipal Council has been instructed to expedite the slope restoration and landslide repairs at the hillside Cashew Garden residence in Cyberjaya. Deputy Housing and Local Government Minister Dr. Aiman Atira Sabu, who visited the landslide area on Thursday, said the 8-metre deep landslide is currently active and repair work in the area, including the installation of iron grills, would commence immediately to prevent further collapses.
InsyaAllah kita berikan perhatian dan apa-apa yang berkaitan dengan tanah runtuh saya dah beritahu juga pusat khidmat saya dan semua di peringkat KPKT pun kita mendapat mandat daripada Ahmad Muhammed Datuk Seri Anwar. Apa-apa yang berkaitan dengan tanah runtuhan melibatkan nyawa mesti diambil tindakan segera dan ini adalah yang kita berikan perhatian insyaAllah.
Aiman Atira, who is also Sepang Member of Parliament, however, said that there is no need for the residents in the housing area to be temporarily relocated. Prior to this, it was reported that approximately 1,000 residents of Cashew Garden residence were concerned about the landslide near the main entrance of their residential area, which poses a danger and risks to their safety. The landslide was detected almost a month ago and has since formed a crater 8 to 10 meters deep, equivalent to the height of a 3-story building. Based on inspections, the landslide has eroded between 10 to 15 meters and caused the collapse of the stone fence between the slope and the housing area. Datuk Karam Singh Walia could very well be one of the country's best-known broadcast journalists, growing to be a household name some years ago through his hard-hitting investigative reports. Known for his unique style of reporting by using Malay proverbs or idioms to convey messages in his news reports, the former environmental journalist has since shied away from the limelight and is now reported to be suffering from liver and kidney disease. On Thursday afternoon, Media Prima Berhad Group Chairman Datuk Seri Dr. Syed Hussein Al-Junid, together with Media Prima Television Network's Deputy Group Editor for News and Current Affairs, Azhari Muhyiddin, spent over an hour meeting with the renowned journalist. Also present was former Aduan Rakyat reporter Puspavati Ramalu. Dr. Syed Hussein, who was accompanied by the management and staff of Media Prima, was welcomed by Karam Singh and his family upon arrival at the latter's residence in Klang, Selangor.
Menghargai contribution yang Datuk telah berikan kepada TV3. Dan hari ini saya dan rakan-rakan daripada TV3 datang untuk menjumpa Datuk apabila kita difahamkan yang Datuk tidak sihat. Dan saya harap hari ini penjumpaan pertama kali saya dengan Datuk dia akan berpanjangan dan apa-apa yang Datuk perlu bagi tahu kami sebab we are part of a big family.
The 65-year-old Karam Singh, who worked with TV3 from 1995 until 2014, has been experiencing a decline in health for almost 2 years now. He is a 4-time winner of the Malaysia Press Institute Best Environmental Television Journalist Award in 2004, 2005, 2006 and 2007, and 2-time winner of the Anugerah Sri Angkasa accolade.
Terima kasih Media Prima atas sumbangan yang diberikan kepada saya hari ini, menghargai apa yang saya telah lakukan selama 20 tahun di Media Prima.
During the visit, Dr. Syed Hussein presented a donation on behalf of Media Prima. He also extended an invitation to Karam Singh to share his experiences with Media Prima's up-and-coming journalists. Coming up, man charged over Slovakian PM's assassination attempt. Don't go away.
Janganlah stres sangat, kan dah hari Jumaat. Jomlah tengok dulu telefilm 10 malam di TV3. Nak balik kampung, 3 Mei. Dari hatiku ke hatimu, 10 Mei. 3 Dara Pinggiran, 17 Mei. Lelaki kelas sebelah, 24 Mei. Cassandra, 31 Mei. Telefilm yang menghiburkan setiap hari Jumaat 10 malam di TV3 dan stream sekarang melalui Tonton.
I need you in my life.
You better get somebody else.
I yang rasa sakit tau.
Drama penuh dilema dan paling emosi 2024. Wanita pilihannya bukan satu atau dua, tapi 3.
Jadi suami pun tak boleh pakai, jadi bapa pun tak guna.
Perebutan harta dan permainan nyawa. Netizen, stream sekarang drama rating tertinggi dan paling tular di Malaysia. Lelaki Itu melalui Tonton.
Welcome back. Onto the foreign front. A man has been charged by Slovakia's police on Thursday with attempting to commit the premeditated murder of Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico on Wednesday.
Následne bezpečnostné zložky útočníka spacifikovali.
71-year-old Juraj Sintila has been charged with the crime of revenge homicide, which provides 25 years in prison to life. It has been found that the suspect was a member of the group that participated in the protests against Fico and his government on April 24th. Meanwhile, 59-year-old Fico was reported to be in a serious but stable condition after being shot several times in what colleagues described as a politically motivated attack. On May 16th, the Slovakian Prime Minister was shot during the government's field meeting in the city of Handlova, located 190 kilometers northeast of Bratislava. Fico was then rushed to a hospital, reportedly with wounds to his abdomen and chest. In South Korea, a Seoul court on Thursday rejected a request by doctors and medical students to stop a government plan to increase medical school quotas. More than 12,000 medics stopped working on February 20th to protest government plans to train more doctors, causing chaos in hospitals. The government is seeking to train hundreds more doctors each year, citing shortages and a rapidly aging population, which prompted backlash from junior medics and students who have taken the case to court to try and block the change. Last month, an administrative court had already ruled in the government's favour, and the Seoul High Court on Thursday again dismissed the doctors' and students' request. Prior to this, the Health Ministry offered to scale back proposed medical training reforms for the academic year of 2025. However, the striking doctors rejected the offer, demanding instead that the plan to create more doctors be scrapped entirely. In Germany, at least 3 people were killed on Thursday after a powerful explosion ripped through an apartment building in the western city of Düsseldorf. According to the local fire department, they were alerted about the incident in the morning and immediately deployed more than 100 firefighters to the scene. Upon arrival, several vehicles parked across the street from the partly destroyed building were also set ablaze, and widespread debris was scattered across a large area. Following the incident, 16 people were injured, 2 of whom were in serious condition and were taken to the hospital. The cause of the explosion in the 6-story building and the ensuing fire is still under investigation by local police. South Africa has asked the World Court on Thursday to order the Zionist regime to cease its military operations in Gaza and to completely and immediately withdraw from the entirety of the enclave. In the address, its top lawyers argued that the Israelis' leaders have continued to express genocidal intent with the discovery of mass graves by UN inspection team at Nasir Hospital, located in the Gaza Strip. They also stressed that the Zionist regime has defied the Genocide Convention by trapping, besieging and bombarding the overcrowded Rafah, and that the operation is the last stage of total annihilation, and that the possibility to rebuild Gaza will be lost forever. The 2 days hearings at the International Court of Justice come after South Africa request last week for additional emergency measures to protect Rafah.
Aux atteintes graves à l'ordre public qui s'y produisent actuellement. En application de ce décret, l'État disposera...
Only 3 Malaysians left in Thailand Open. Sports after this breather.
Sini, is it?
Sini. Tepi sikit. Drama-drama segar yang dibawakan khas
untuk anda semua. Tak tahu.
What?
Fast.
Oh my god. Pening lah kepala aku dia fikir masa bisnes tu.
Alah, bisnes memang lagu tu lah, Jun. Ada pasang-surutnya.
Dah hang dah lingkup. Panjang umur hang. Memanglah panjang umur aku. Selagi belum sebab aku cabai dulu hang. Dalam hidup ni kita ada pilihan.
Sama ada menjadi lebih baik atau sebaliknya.
Semuanya atas diri kita sendiri.
Siapa dia sebenarnya?
Macam mana dia nak bawa dia jumpa balik? You bukan ustazah yang bukan ustazah tu ke?
Hello, jodoh.
Halo?
Ada apa yang boleh saya bantu?
Itu baliklah.
Balik?
Kalau dah jodoh tak ke mana.
Kalau kita berkawan, kita kena jaga perasaan dia. Dia ada rasa dendam, marah atau cinta. Orang jahat macam kau ni takkan bahagia pun.
Stop it, Maria.
Saksikan Rachel Rehana di slot Samarinda.
Aku bukan ustazah. Di slot Akasian.
Saksikan
Hello Jodoh di slot Lestari.
Mak Cun Mai Singgah
ditonton.
yang drama, yang sensasi,
yang hangat.
Dan favourite anda
semestinya di TV3
dan tonton.
Sports now. Badminton, the 2024 Thailand Open. National professional men's singles shuttler Lee Zijia downed South Korea's Jeon Hyuk Jin in straight sets on Thursday to storm into the quarterfinals. The world number 10 Zijia faced no hurdles as he took just 36 minutes to clinch a 22-20, 21-7 victory over Jeon. However, he is set to face a tricky match against China's world number 19 Guangzhou next. In the men's doubles, Chung Honjian Muhammad Haikal Nazri eased past Thailand's Paranyu Kausamang Warapol Tongsanga, winning 21-17, 21-10 in just 33 minutes. The national pair will play Taiwan's Ming Che Lu Tang Kai Wei in the last 8. Joining them were Yap Roy King and Wan Arif Junaidi. The duo outclassed Denmark's Daniel Lundgaard, Mats Vestergaard, 21-14, 21-13 in just 37 minutes to set up a meeting with Satwik Sairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty of India in the last 8. On to tennis at 2024 Italian Open. Alexander Zverev had a scary fall but managed to get the best of Taylor Fritz in their last 8 clash on Thursday to reach the semi-finals. The world number 5 lost his footing and bloodied his hands and arms in the first set. However, the third-seeded German managed to pull himself together and fired 6 aces and 20 winners to beat Fritz 6-4, 6-3. He will take on Chile's Alejandro Tabilo next for a place in the final. Earlier, Tabilo continued his dream run by beating Zhang Jijun of China in the quarterfinals. The Chilean, who has yet to drop a set during his first appearance in Rome, defeated the Chinese 6-3, 6-4 in 1 hour and 26 minutes. Prior to this, the Chilean surprised Rome with a fantastic run with victories over Novak Djokovic and Karen Khachanov. In the women's event, Danielle Collins remained unbeatable this season as she edged out former world number 1 Victoria Azarenka 6-4, 6-3 in the last 8. The American fired 6 aces past Azarenka and converted 5 of 15 breakpoint opportunities to send the Belarusian packing in 1 hour and 45 minutes. Collins, who will retire at the end of the season, will play Aryna Sabalenka next. Earlier, Sabalenka showed no ill effects from her previous marathon match as she eased past Yelena Ostapenko 6-2, 6-4. The world number 2 clinched the victory in just 73 minutes and showed no sign of back problems she faced during a match against Elina Svitolina on Tuesday. And still to come, 4 remanded over failed tube wells project.
Ketipak ketipung sayang tengah pening ketus sayang. Rating lelaki itu 10 juta tahu sayang. Nak tahu kenapa rating tinggi? Kenalah tengok lelaki itu ditonton sekarang. Ketipak ketipung bawang memang korang kaki membawang.
Saya perkenalkan Adam kenalkan Mia.
Nice to meet you, Cik Aminah.
Kalau awak panggil saya Aminah lagi sekali, saya takkan jawab. Selama kita berkawan, saya tak pernah pun tipu awak tau.
Ke you ada affair dengan Adam ni?
I tak boleh nak berkawan dengan orang yang suka tikam belakang kawan ni.
Mungkin betul lah apa kata Sally. Awak yang sebenarnya tak faham siapa diri awak sebenarnya.
Aku Bukan Ustazah, Isnin hingga Jumaat 7 malam di Akasia TV3 dan stream sekarang melalui Tonton. Jentik hati dengan seleksi kisah yang menyuluh keinsafan dalam diri.
Kamu yakin kamu mau menikah sama Mas Rian? Kamu cinta nggak sama Mas Rian? Tapi saya tidak akan memaafkan.
Ini aku, Bu. Ibu nggak ingat?
Demi Allah, Bu, bukan saya yang ngambil. Bener kamu yang ngambil nih.
Ada jin yang mendiami tubuh Keisha.
Gimana bisa, Bu?
Naluri setiap Jumaat 3 petang hanya di TV3 dan stream sekarang melalui Tonton.
Thanks for staying with us. 4 individuals arrested by the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission MACC in Kelantan on Wednesday in connection with an investigation into a failed tube wells project in the state have been remanded for 3 days at the Kota Baru Magistrates Court on Thursday. The remand order against the 4 was obtained before Magistrate Rais Imran Hamid and will end on May 18th. The group comprises 2 former senior officers of a Kelantan water company and 2 owners of a consulting company involved in the project. On Wednesday, the MACC detained the 4, aged 40 to 60, in separate locations in Kota Baru. Following the arrest, MACC Chief Commissioner Tan Sri Azambaki confirmed that it is investigating 10 tube well projects by state-owned water company Air Kelantan Sdn Bhd (AKSB) that failed to function. The tube wells built by the company should supply raw water to the water treatment plant before it is distributed to consumers. However, many of the wells that were built failed to produce a quantity of water resources at an optimum level. And commenting on the investigation, Kelantan Menteri Besar Datuk Muhammad Nasaruddin Daud has assured that the state government will fully cooperate with the MACC.
Kita bagi peluang kepada SPRM untuk buat siasatan. Kerajaan negeri bersikap terbuka. Jadi kita suruh ke SPRM.
Bekerjasama penuh.
Ya, kita bekerjasama penuh.
kalau dia dapat besar, kita memang tidak akan berkompromi tu.
Dia akan buat siasatan dulu, lepas tu kita tengok tindakan sebab dan sekarang ini dia bekas kaki tangan. KSB dia dah berhenti dah. Ada berhenti lama dah.
And lastly, a former chief executive officer of a statutory body has been arrested by the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission MACC on suspicion of power abuse and misappropriation of development funds worth 1.2 billion ringgit. The suspect in his 60s was arrested at 8 p.m. on Wednesday after he was summoned to have his statement recorded. The suspect was brought to a magistrate's court in Putrajaya on Thursday, where a 2-day remand order until May 17th was issued by Magistrate Irza Zulaika Rohanuddin. Sources said the suspect was believed to have abused funds by transferring part of the loan which the agency had received from the Finance Ministry to contractors and consultants that were unrelated to the projects. It is learned that he had been doing the illegal transactions between 2019 and 2021. MACC Senior Director of Investigations, Datuk Sri Hishamuddin Hashim, confirmed the arrest. And that wraps up Nightline this time around. The Nightline team would like to wish Happy Teachers' Day to all the incredible teachers out there who have shaped our lives with their wisdom, dedication and guidance. With that, I'm Muhammed and Hamdan. Thanks for tuning in and take care.